Well, the Edmonton Oilers were due for a loss, quite frankly. They played a lot recently. Not that that's any excuse. They were 8-2 under head coach Ken Hitchcock before they lose to the Vancouver Canucks. But yeah, the Oilers were just not the better team in that game.
And we're starting to critique the losses now. We're critiquing the wins, now we're critiquing which team they lose to, which shows, I guess, which is a good thing because they've been playing so well. But the game was on the road. They didn't lose at home. They didn't play awful, but the other team played better. And you'd like to, playing a team in your own division, you'd like to keep that going, but they didn't play well enough to win. And Vancouver had last year beat the Oilers every game they played in Vancouver. The Oilers beat Vancouver every game they played in Edmonton, and it's starting again this year. Vancouver was the better team. And if you're Ken Hitchcock, you're saying, okay, that's a lot of games, 13 in the last 23 days. Maybe we were due for one of these games where at the end of the day, you lose empty net 4-2, and that's the best we could do. And I didn't think the first line, which is usually so dominant with McDavid and Draisaitl and Chiasson, while Chiasson scored a goal, I thought Vancouver handled them pretty well. I thought the best Oiler line was the line with Kassian and Brodziak and Lucic. That, every time they were on the ice, Vancouver couldn't get the puck out of their end. Now that line unfortunately doesn't ever score because Brodziak. It'd be nice if they chipped in with some goals too, but they don't. But as you pointed out, a loss to Vancouver stings because it's Vancouver, but they were due for one.
And not even the gold standard for teams winning a lot. I mean, was it the 1976 Canadians lost 11 games? I mean, they had to. They can't keep up that high tempo and expect everything to run the same every single game and win all 82.
Well, even the very best teams like Tampa, they've managed to lose, not 10 games yet, but close. And there's an awful lot of teams in that middle group. There's LA, Chicago, and St. Louis are considered, and Philadelphia they're not making the playoffs, I don't think. And then there's, the Tampas and Winnipegs and Torontos and Nashvilles at the top, and then there's 20 teams in the middle. And Vancouver is in that 20, where when they play good, they're going to beat you. And the Oilers are in the same group of 20, and they didn't win the game. They can't always count on Connor to get 2-1, or Leon Draisaitl to get 1-2. Chiasson did score 15 goals now, but sometimes you need somebody else on lines that in the bottom six to score, perhaps. And the line that makes the most sense is the line with Ryan Spooner on it. If that's an offensive line with Kajula and Reeder and Spooner, then maybe they can score a couple of goals one night to help out when McDavid's being checked as he was last night.
And the important thing for the Oilers now is to not slide and get into a lull or a jag where they don't get points in, say, for the next 5 games or what have you. They need to keep up with the pack, that group of 20.
Well, the rule used to be try not to lose 2 in a row, because once 2 becomes 3, it becomes 4. If you can keep it to just lose the 1, and then in the next game, if you lose, at least get a point. And I think that's very important for the Oilers now too. They beat a bad Philadelphia team 4-1 on Friday, and the same Philadelphia team lost 5-1 the next night. So they're eminently beatable, and as St. Louis is tomorrow night, just coming off a 7-2 loss, and one of the most disappointing teams in the league. So I wouldn't say this is a slam dunk for the Oilers, but if you're a betting man, it's 70% they should win this hockey game at home and against a team that's not playing very well, and also a team you've already beat once this year.